Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here again, back at home base, working away, mining the erudite, hopefully making some money. And I'm starting to think I should craft up some batteries since I got blowed up. I need a new tech. But as I'm getting into that, there's more pressing matters right now. I have not thanked you, or welcomed you for joining me, and hoping that you are having a good one, as always. And if you're not quite having a good one, hopefully this may help in a little small bit. And if it does, or if you're enjoying what you're seeing, feel free to fuel up the little channel, All you got to do for such a thing is to throw some likes down below, along with some comments, even if you just want to say hello. It'd be pretty sweet to hear from you. And, if you haven't already, you can subscribe, ding that bell. Hey, you'll be notified when I have something new that hopefully you'll enjoy just as much. And there we are, using up some treasure blocks. Well, one anyway. It's a good thing I had that one, because other than that, I don't know. I find those are about the hardest thing I have to find anymore. That and oleite. Yeah, I guess that one's pretty tricky to find. Carbide now, you just gotta go salt flats, I think, a lot of. Or the ice biome, I find it seems to be in there quite a bit. I don't know if it's supposed to be in there per se, but I find it in there. I'm actually thinking of starting up a little mining program around for that too, because I guess the carbide is now more fuel efficient than the oleite, which I don't know. Kind of like the red stuff being more fuel, but anyway, it doesn't really matter as long as they're one's getting the advantage. It gives you a reason to look for it. Yeah, I'm thinking of setting up a mining operation, but I just want to find a nice little cluster of those ones. But first, I got to build up a new tech. Because that last one, getting blowed up like that, not having the money, or at the time I didn't have the money. I guess I could rebuy it now. But there's stuff fun in that. Try a new idea, maybe? I think it'd be a good thing. Yeah, I'm thinking of power generation, maybe a smaller type, do half of all type tech. Power generation, making money. Won't craft nothing per se. Maybe it'll scrap things. That I would like to. So I think I mentioned there in one of my recent videos where it would be nice if a skew, when anchored on a base, could pull from a magnet that is on the same base, just so you can clean things up, pull them away. But then I kind of see why it's good not to, so your magnets can feed scrappers and such, and skews don't interfere. So yeah, there's a lot of ideas I could think for that, but I gotta put wheels on this first, right? We'll get something figured out here. Finally got a few good wheels, so I guess that happened at least at a good time. Or not a completely horrible time. Let's put it that way. It wasn't a good time. Always sucks losing something you built up. But it is kind of the name of the game, too. So no crying over the spilt milk here, I tells you what. There. Yeah, so I didn't even know I had that many of these wheels. I was surprised when I seen how many there was. I was like, ooh, good. I thought I was going to have something with a bunch of dirt wheels and have a heck of a time making it an appropriate size to handle the kind of challenges I'm getting into with getting higher into the licenses. I do not like to be undergunned, underpowered, or I don't mind being underestimated. That's kind of helpful sometimes. I can handle that. But underfed sucks. Yeah, that'd be my third one, underfed. Yeah, that's the thing I have a beef with. Oh, beef underfed. That's almost kind of mean. Okay, but anyway, back to the build here. Yeah, I'm gonna try and, like I said in one other video there, or maybe even earlier in this one, I'm trying to use more rockets, more parts that I don't normally use. You know, because I think it's a good thing to always try and do better than you've done before, or do something different. You know, it helps keep this game new and fresh to me. And well, it doesn't hurt that it's still early access, and there is new stuff being added to the game pretty frequently. And I think the closer it gets to being released fully, like the 1.0 version, I think there's going to be a lot of additions. At least I'm hoping. I think a lot of it will be like alternate versions of blocks we have, like base blocks for other cores, like Hawkeye's missing stuff, Venture's, I think, missing a few things that maybe they could benefit from having, because GSO has one of everything, at least, but the other ones are missing stuff. Now, I could see them not having an alternate version for each core for everything, but I think some things would really be good to have the alternate version, because they could have like specific features that only that core would have. Kind of like the shields did with Venture, where the more power you gave them, the bigger the bubble got. I like that idea. Well, it got it up to a specific size. It had a max, but still, it was a good way of warning you, your batteries are running out. Do something about it, or you are going to be a target. You know, it was kind of a neat way of doing it. I hope that is something that they bring back. I like the Hawkeye shields in that too. I like the different shape. There was talk of a shielding wall at some point. It'd be like a one direction, just like a flat armor plating, but like a wall, a shield. I think that could be pretty sweet. You know, you could surround your tech in these wall shield blocks or shield wall blocks and have like a barrier that way, maybe a different shape. Maybe more customizable shape of it. I'd really like to see one that's bubble. So you put a shield on it, and as long as it has enough power to make the big enough bubble, it'll cover the entire tech, form-fitting, 2 or 3 blocks out and away from the tech itself. Because, you know, blast damage, I think it's still around 3 blocks in, it'll go into your shields to damage your stuff. And the closer it is to the outer of your shield, the more the block gets hurt. At least that's how it seemed the last time I really took a good look at all that. I just figured, I haven't heard no changes, so I figured there has been no changes. But I have kind of been absent a little bit on the forums there. All these issues with the computer have really been kind of making things hard. I've been having problems getting things to render out fully this time. They keep crashing at different points throughout the render. So I'm pretty sure it's not the video, because I just restart them and they work eventually. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 tries. So I'm guessing it's hardware, so now I just gotta wait and see what blows up and hope it's something cheap, because really ain't got the funds for it. Frickin' fan burns out. I have a hard time replacing that at the moment, so hoping to survive. So that's another reason why I'm in survival mode. I think I'm gonna gun this thing up as much as I can on the front, the sides. The back I don't really want to do too much with, just because I'd like to have it more for like block collection. But you know, there's always a need for something, like just to even keep the rocks off your side. Yeah, you don't want to get your rocks on your side. Might crush your hip. You know, it could be big rocks. What are you thinking about? I'm just joking. JK. Yeah, that won't fit. Uh-oh. Oh, you got some. Nice. That was a decent turret after all, wasn't it? I appreciate that one. I figure that might be a good idea to put that right in front of the cab. That little harder yellow block. It should stand up better than the GSO. Would have been better to have Hawkeye blocks there, but Oh, man, I had a frickin' sneeze there. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Would be nice to have a refinery in there, that's for sure. Maybe we'll see if we can wiggle one in here. Get a wee bit of a sales feature, maybe. Maybe I could even set up for some power generating. Especially when I get the mobile versions of those, like the delivery can and the generator. Oh, that will be sweet. Play that song. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? I don't know the words that much. I just know the start. That's it. And I'm lost. I know a little bit of the beat, but I can never carry it. Hey, everyone has their strong points and their weak points. There's a couple of me weak points. Well, yeah, getting bubble coverage though seems to be maybe one of my stronger points though. Not too dense, not too sparse, where anything should be really exposed. I think it might be okay. Looks decent from down there. And get a couple more of the boosters. Or the rockets. Think they do high kicks? Yeah, I think I want to get as much fuel as possible too. I know anytime I've ever had rockets, the one way that they failed on me is they ran out of fuel at the worst possible time. Most of it is my fault, mind you, like not keeping an eye on how much fuel I had left, not landing before I got started on something, or just not paying attention. So the ground vehicles is kind of why I like the rockets the most right now for them. Because I don't fall out of the sky and crash if I run out of fuel. Because the one time I had that happen, it was a bigger plane. Not big or not huge really, but bigger than like the normal flyer you're going to see. But it was made in a campaign, but it crashed like a frickin' stone. It come right back down to earth. No mercy. Anyone in it would have been dead. Instantly. The bugs that would have been in the plane, hiding in the seat, they would have evacuated well before anybody even knew it was going to happen. They got that sixth sense about stuff like that. They're like, tweak, tweak, little antennas going. They're like, I'm out. Oh, almost crashed right into that. I would have sucked a little bit. And I really don't like the idea of missing out on a venture kill. Because they're hard to find sometimes. Pretty easy to find that frickin' rock right there, though. I'm stuck on it pretty good for some reason. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like the base is all cleaned up now. Back in working order. Cool. You know it's good when you get 4 cools in a row like that. And there's only a couple commas in between them. Not too shabby. I am enjoying it. Yeah, see, I got some Hawkeye blocks. I just don't have very many. So I figure I should use them around my fuel. At least a little bit. So I really like it when my fuel don't blow up, because then usually I don't blow up. And as you've noticed, I don't have no batteries right out the front of my tech this time. Hey, I took the chances last time. I don't plan on doing that again. Not that brazen with it anyway. I think that's the proper use of that word. But I think right around in here, I'm going to call this one at about an end. So as I kind of work my way along here and just wrapping up the top section and my fuel, I would like to once again thank you and hope you did have a welcoming experience here. Maybe you'll come back if you're a first-time viewer, and maybe you'll still keep coming back if you're not. Maybe you're a return viewer that just needed this reason to come back once more. And again, and once more. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Just guessing. Just spitballing ideas. You know, another idea is that, I think I mentioned, like, look at that little punch right there. Almost missed him, too. But another idea is if you have the good ideas and you like to share the good ideas, and you have some of the cool and original text to use those good ideas, you can always try the Saturday Showcase. You know, find my Saturday Showcase auditions link in the description. Follow it. Post your in-game snapshots and or save games. Can be both, either or both. To the thread that it takes you to, and I'll make it, or I'll find it, and I'll make the best dang video out of it I can. And like I said, all I gotta be is cool and original. I find that's pretty easy to do. Most techologists, that's what I call people who play Terra and build, they have a knack for it. So, you know, it's up to you if you're interested. And hey, if you're interested in helping this little channel survive, you know, there's a paypal.me link down there too. And as a way to thank you, I'll put your name into a draw for a 3D printed tech that's currently valued at $40. So, you know, we both can hopefully get something out of it. We're just trying to survive and keep on keeping on. So until next time, everybody, keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.